Are we giving birth?
We're giving birth. That truck's coming right out of the womb. Crude but effective method. Getting yourself out of the shit here.
Fuck yes! Fuck yes! We unloaded some shit on the way though.
Uh-oh. Guess we better pick our shit up. A couple things I'd like to point out about that getting unstuck out of that mud. We were using angle iron driven into the ground to anchor the high lift to do the winching. The angle iron, this is 2.5 inch. The stuff we were using and to get that truck unstuck was 3 inch, and it was a bit longer than this, and we had it driven all the way into the ground. And maybe the more important point is it took 3 of these to anchor that high lift. We tried it with 1 and it just ripped out of the ground. So we put 2 in, chained them together so that if you pull the front one, the back one's got to go too. It ripped both of those out of the ground. Finally, 3 of them held. So you want to have at least 3 of these, and I would go heavier duty than this if you're working with anything bigger than a Jeep or a Tacoma. Something else to point out about that mud stuck, that red strap that you saw we were using to reach the truck from the high lift, that's sold as a winch line extension. That strap has no stretch in it. It wasn't a yanker strap. A typical strap that you use to yank someone out of the mud isn't going to work very well for winching with a high lift. There's too much stretch in it. By the time you take up all your travel on that high lift beam, all you're doing is taking stretch out of that strap. You're not actually moving the other end of it yet. So carry something without stretch. That red strap is my buddy Steve's. I carry this. This is 50 feet of Amsteel blue synthetic winch rope. Lightweight, doesn't take up much space, no stretch. This stuff works great. And I guess one final thing to say about getting out of that mud, we made 3 attempts. 1 piece of angle iron, 2, then 3. We've been effort way ahead, just use 3 right from the start. And that's pretty typical of us getting unstuck. We try and be lazy about it and end up having to do it multiple times before it works. We'd almost always be better off just to go full bull, all the rigging we got right from the get-go. We're not that smart though, so. So right here at this spot, not moving in that thick silt, I knew that things were going to suck at least a little bit for at least a little while. But if you're watching this video and you think it doesn't suck, do me a favor and subscribe, man. I appreciate it. It makes me feel good, gives me encouragement when I see people subscribing. So do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Switch call, dry stuck. It ain't gonna be.
We're not stuck that bad.
We're not that bad. We'll get out of this.
Well, I know it will, but it's just a matter of how much work we want to do.
That should get some justice. Hammer down and don't pop a tire, baby. Don't pop a tire. Oh, stop! Stop! So here we are, we're stuck in the dust. The first thing we tried, we found some railroad ties and did just a little bit of shovel work behind the rear tires and tried knocking those tires under the, or those railroad ties under the tires with a sledgehammer. As you can see, that didn't get us unstuck. The second thing we tried is we jacked those rear tires up off the ground so that we could get the railroad ties completely underneath the tires, give us, you know, a little higher ground clearance and some solid purchase for the tires on those railroad ties. That didn't work either, but it's a good place to talk about this little piece of equipment. It's called a lift mate. It's made by the High Lift Jack Company. It goes on the nose of your jack and you attach these hooks into your wheels, and it's super handy for getting a wheel up off the ground to pile stuff under it, get yourself unstuck. Wouldn't be any good for changing a tire, but for getting unstuck, this is a super handy piece of equipment. Highly recommend. And so the third thing we did that finally worked, we did quite a bit of shovel work in that wretched dust, jacked up all four corners, found railroad ties to go under all four wheels, and that finally did the trick and got us out of there. Again, we'd have been better off to go to all that trouble in the first place, would have gotten out of there quicker and easier. But again, we're not that smart. Let's hope for better luck this time. I think time to hammer down, man.
Is it?
Yeah.
Give it hell.
Yeah. Give it per D hell. And if that don't work, we'll jack it up and dig out some more next time. Go, 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 baby. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go. Don't stop. Don't stop. You got it. You got it. Nyah, 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 nyah.
Okay, I'm going to give it a crank.
No movement yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Boy, I'm pulling the hell out of that.
Yeah, we might have to do some digging to go with the pulling. Smoking tire on the boards. It's on them. It's smoking the tire. We must still be high centered just enough. And so the snow stuck. Typical. We made several attempts before we got out. The first thing we tried was winching ourselves forward. We got a super solid anchor point on a cattle guard with chain, but we couldn't budge that truck even a quarter of an inch against that, basically a compacted old late winter snow like that. It's like a solid block of ice, and you really can't move it if you're trying to push forward through it. Second thing we did, we found some boards laying around. We used our lift mate, our high lift, to jack up the front tires, put the boards under the front tires. Tires were smoking on the boards, but the truck wasn't moving. So then the third try, we went and found a couple more boards. We jacked up all 4 wheels. We put the boards under all 4 tires. We did a lot of shovel work to get so we weren't high centered anymore underneath the truck. And that got us about a truck length. And we had to do the whole thing over again. And that got us about a truck length. And we had to do the whole thing over again. Would have had to do that several times, no matter what, where we were stuck. We should have started with all 4 boards, all 4 wheels. Again, we try to be lazy, and it almost never pays off for us. Don't be like us. We just get ourselves in these kind of situations once in a while. Got a healthy sense of adventure, and you mix in just a little bit of dumb once in a while with a sense of adventure, and you're going to end up stuck like this. It happens. It's been happening to me my whole life. You'd think I'd learned by now, but I haven't learned. I still like to get out and try to get places, and stuff happens. You just got to be prepared to get yourself out of it and have a positive attitude. Make it fun if you can. Well, back to the drawing board. Bunch of shovel work. Max tracks on the back. A little bit of hope. Getting close. Oh no, it's so close!
What happened that time?
Your tires got hot and caught those boards and shot back off them and sunk again. We've jacked up all 4 corners with the high lift. Put boards that we found under all 4 tires. Again. Balls to the wall. Go, 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 go. Go, go. Yeah, baby. Yes.